In this video, we'll be discussing experience-based testing techniques. Experience-based testing, right? What is experience-based testing techniques, right? Of course, with this technique, the tester is using his experience to test the system, right? Relying solely on his experience to run a test on this system, right? Why would the tester do something like that? Let's say, for example, there are no requirement specification documents available to the tester, right? Or the requirements given to the tester are inadequate, right? Limited soft knowledge of the product, right? Time constraints to follow a structured approach or a more structured approach of testing. So the tester in these scenarios will just use his experience to quickly start testing the software, right? And see how far it can go. It works very well too, right? So because if a tester that has a prior experience testing such software, they won't have much of a problem. Where the limitation is if the tester is a new tester to such software, he may have some gaps here and there, but he might be able to cover a lot of ground, or he might be able to you might do it more slowly because he has no requirements to fall back on. He has no baseline requirements specification to fall back on. So it might be a little slower if he has no prior experience with that software product. But yeah, some of the techniques we're going to be looking at in this uh, experience-based techniques are error guessing. Error guessing. So in this one, the tester tries to guess where in the application is likely to throw an error. Start it goes there to run a test, goes to that part of the application to run a test, right? So error guessing technique can apply to almost any part of the application and just guess where an error will come from and go there and run a test there. There's also exploratory testing. As the name implies, the tester explores the application, just explores, just goes around the application, testing different things, trying his hands on different things, get a feel of the application, right? Get a feel of the workings of the functionality of the application. Very useful type of testing. There's also checklist-based testing. So in this scenario, the tester makes a checklist of what he feels he should test, or what he should test. Makes based on the application he sees, he makes a checklist of what he should test, right? And begins to follow that checklist one after the other, right? So yeah, these are experience-based techniques, right? The tester is running this test based solely on his experience, and it can be a pretty good way to start testing. Right now in my company, we do a lot of experience-based testing to start with, right? Because most of the engineers we have, of course, are very conversant with the applications they work on. So they can do a lot of experience-based testing to start with. Of course, since you're working in an agile environment, while waiting for requirements to come up, while waiting for you know amended requirements, the tester can begin to run exploratory tests, error guessing testing to verify the application, check the and guess where the error come from, and this makes this makes the work go faster. It increases the time to delivery. It speeds up the testing time for that application. So that's all on experience-based testing, and I'll see you in the next video.